so bad. Yes, I can't help myself.
and spike. Gonna wait till I like the other thing that I haven't designed yet, but I've kind of put, like, if I've got a bulletin board up with like miscellaneous ideas for this thing, the section of the board that has the mansion or the headquarters for St. Nick that's supposed to be at the top of this thing, sweater textures maybe up there. Like, I won't do it, but like maybe his headquarters is 100% the sweater textures. Like, no, but maybe, but no. Might do something with them there. Actually, it just kind of came to me is that like maybe the interior, because you'll be able to, maybe the interior of his house uses those textures as wallpaper, perhaps. Because I'm looking at the wallpaper here from the Halloween Fest that I'm using at the moment. Okay.
I was DJing in Houston, right?
Maybe that.
He was DJing the night before me. I came in early for some reason.
So at the moment I've been kind of just
taking chances. I went to the show.
Using pieces here and blocking in
because you said you heard it one of your mixes.
Kind of the space using some of these similar shapes. Like I would not use these shapes like this unless I was really hard up for, you know, Geo.
From that set, in his set, right,
which I'm not.
Songs I actually kind of forgotten about.
But it lets me sketch basically in 3D, kind of like just
cool.
Throwing some green curvy lines in there, rotate them a little bit, you know, kind of lets me look at it and think about, is that what I want?
Kimber, it's good to have you here. I think you switched to 500 bits, by the way. Big text, thanks for the 2 honey.
I think it is still. Issue here is we've got to exit here, so I probably have to build like one of my retaining walls, one of these things, kind of like the opposite of this one actually, which would be good because I can just push the word mirror and be done with it. That would be really cool.
My original Christmas cards from Sirius XM, from Sirius Salary Radio,
we'll see.
said Liquid Todd, Troublemaker.
A new workshop t-shirt item.
You can't have that anymore. You have those.
I'll use it. I like that idea. They would not pick it, but I like that idea. Since I'm not going to get done for this Christmas, though, and so I want to be done as soon as possible. But the opportunity to do some of those side room vignettes
coming up. I'm going to be doing my
with, you know, which can take some time to do, because I've done a lot of them, and sometimes they're just bullshit, and sometimes you put a lot of like lore sort of bullshit in there, for lack of a better term. And so since I'm going to have basically a year from now is kind of my deadline, I'm hoping to be able to build a bunch of that kind of stuff. But my first step is to get the stuff all built, and hopefully, because Christmas is coming up and I've got time off, is to hopefully get a working version that you can actually push the card up, maybe up on a server even, and let some people play it. That would be a great end of the year, and then spend however much time I need then to kind of polish up all that little extra bits and pieces, you know, make to really, you know, bring it out. But yeah. And then I've been doing all that on this side, and then because I take these opportunities where I get them, this side of this thing is going to kind of be the same thing, but in the TF2 art style. So there'll be normal steps coming up. I'm not sure exactly, like it won't be an exact match, but the idea that you're coming up, and this will basically be the Wutville version, and this will be the TF2 version. Not sure how to make it all work yet, because I haven't given it much thought yet beyond working towards it. But I put some stairs in there to kind of give me an idea. Is like, how many stairs do I need? Is it an egregious amount of stairs? Like, no, that's fine. So it's like, yeah, I can make this work. And I've got plenty of room in there. And this thing is just, that won't be there. Although even if it is, it's not even clean away. But the other part is that, while this is, kind of figured out, like I just need to make the model work for that. And I've got a ceiling in here that kind of works. I kind of need to figure that all out over here. I'll probably use the same ceiling and probably grab, a piece of that, but we'll see. Like I said, I want that to be basically the TF2 side of this little thing. Just to play on the whole weirdness of it. It's like, hey, I've got an opportunity to do that. Alright, I've learned to lean into them. See how profitable it has been already? Bad. Whenever I find orphan bits, oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's what happened. Dang it. I find the orphan bits, I save them and put them in other places. That makes them 100% random. Which, as a world builder, is a real pain in the ass to achieve. We don't need that shit in the air. Yeah. It does feel a lot better, too. And I wonder if, that is quite the sideline. The problem is that this current condition of these things is set up for all this, not for that. It's not a problem. This isn't a problem here because I've dealt with it. I guess I will have to deal with it. So I think the path, like, I'm not taking the path. Like, the other option would be to take the path through the other side of this door and come up through the TF2 side. No, it would just be, it would add another extra chunk of track twice, like, to add to the length to it. It's just, no, too much. But yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind when I. It's possible I can put some fences up here, and like, I don't necessarily need to do everything down there. Can possibly do something midway too, or even like I could put like a Santa Claus head right here on the edge of this thing, like right above where the trolley is at the moment. And that would fix the problem. So there's like, along that path, it goes by several bits of geometry that we can invent some reason to put something there to block it. So it's, I don't have the exact answer just yet, but it'll. I guess I could put like this thing. Let's see here. Definitely cheese it here, but. Is the retaining wall sort of thing back in there to keep that from being a problem. So I don't mind if you stand here trying to attack, because you're going to get your ass shot off. But up here would be a problem. It's really it's not that tight.
A rite of passage.
Something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's actually probably coming out too far now. It kind of breaks into this middle space.
It's a ducking circuit, but it's
I don't know. Something like that. I'm trying to reuse existing pieces now when I can, especially
seriously though.
Every place, because I've got a lot of them now, and they're not cheap. They're expensive, but they're not cheap. Especially when I've got a handful of them. And every one I reuse kind of the opinion that I need to get food.
Alright, this is not a classic yet.
I'm kind of of the opinion that I'm also, I might,
is here.
because I have
As well in the mix.
a t-shirt printing account, might make Wutville t-shirts. I think that would be hilarious. Sometime go to like a PAX, one of the PAX here locally, and see somebody in a Wutville t-shirt.
This is your with the first batch. Is that first batch means next to her name? I'm just one of the first 10 people to subscribe to the channel, like at first have subscribers. That doesn't work. Alright, there we go. I need a cameraman. This song's probably going to be a classic. And it's not. It should be. Okay, Rocket MD. You know what?
The other problem that I haven't really explained is that my tooling to make all this wacky geo is sitting on a computer that I can't stream from. It's kind of why I haven't been streaming lately. Well, it's not kind of, that is why. Because I was working on all this stuff, and so the point at which I'm like sitting inside the editor for like a whole day or hours at a time wasn't happening till like now, where I'm like, you know, like build, you know, I had to build that, you know, all the pieces that you're currently seeing I had to build. It just wasn't, I couldn't stream it. And now that I'm back, and what I was doing was like I had to figure it all out, and so now I'm kind of back to that figure it out part. And then I will go back over to that computer, my work computer, and build the stuff, and then come back and install it. And it's because I'm trying to use licensed software with all the tools and doing it properly without being naughty about anything. And I don't want to have to learn a new whole fucking tool set. Because I want to just... It's just not on my fucking tool. It's just not on my list of things to do today. Or this year. Not for this. I got a tool set that works. I have access to it. I just can't stream. Too bad. We'll have kind of like this whole shape in here. It's starting to get weirder as I get up the hill with some of these shapes and the collisions. And I guess that's kind of I don't know if the word appropriate is the right word, but it's not. It leans into the design a little bit harder. The further you get up, the further the crazier it gets. I haven't even figured out what any of that shit is going to be, so if I decide that that's what I'm going, I can definitely make, I've got a whole section here to get really weird with if I need to, just like make them all slanted weird directions or whatever. If that's not quite what I would do, it'd be more like these sort of like shape collisions. It's kind of more like, when you think of like the Dr. Seuss stuff, everything is like this uneven sketch that, you know, like if you drew it, you draw it, you try to draw it nicely, and you got these curves and whatnot, and everything is kind of these gestural shapes that I built, and so I would kind of lean into that sort of gestural,
and I thought it seemed really great.
shapes and whatnot as I get further back. And as I say it out loud, it sounds like a fucking awesome idea, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what that means yet, but it means I get to have more fun. And I kind of like that idea. You know, and actually double stacking these walls, this retaining wall and this wall, will give me a little bit more room. I like that idea. Well done, Chad. Well done, Chad. I like that idea. And then I could bring that around there, bring that wall down. I don't know, like I can probably just get away with filling this in with snow. But I might continue the thought on that gesture, as I was saying, and take it straight through to this plate, to this, and collide it here. That way, I can have a little more of a straight, I can keep this wall going straight without having to lean on the snow stuff. I'm leaning on the snow stuff everywhere. And so I'm trying to look for places, again, to take different interpretations of some of this stuff. Just making it different so that when you're there, it doesn't just look like it's been cut and pasted from the other side of the map, which it has sometimes. Sometimes from right across the room from it, but
ugly Christmas t-shirts, just as ugly as a sweater, but way more. It breathes more.
I probably need
You're not gonna sweat.
Cut a little bit more facets in the ceiling, at least over here.
And it's ugly.
Up here, it's probably fine.
Available now. You get it for Christmas. Order a bunch.
That is fucking ugly t-shirt. Holy shit. It's got his official logo, which is garbage.
Okay, listen, ladies. We had this whole thing where there was this
and then
guy
two
who lost an election,
hand-drawn fonts
and
that are
for the
both
first
different.
time in almost 300 years, we didn't have a peaceful transfer of power. And I know that seems like
I need the
normalcy
back
now,
side
but
of
it's
those
not.
arches,
And
don't
I'll tell
I?
you why. I like to talk about politics because I think politics are important. And the reason why-
I appreciate his politics talks, but not today.
This.
Tricks with cookie and cookie dough. And then it's the end of the spoon first.
Let's see. I could.
So
Oh,
embarrassing.
I could make that come in through here too. And be like a gesture that goes through back to here. And then I would be able to control this part, all this in here, actually. I like this idea. But what I'm probably going to have to do, because the shit is in a very specific arrangement, is pull a new export of the map back into 3D Studio. Because the tooling will set it up one-to-one. One max unit is one unit in source, sort of a thing. And so everything is exactly where it should be. And if I build the piece that's really close tolerances, it's perfect, it works. It really is. Because sometimes I can build a piece without necessarily needing that each time, because I've done it a bunch. But this one seems a little complex. Actually, it's maybe the most complex arch that I've thought about for a while. Because it's 3D, it goes in and out. That's just a pain in the ass. But I can build it. Yeah, then I could kind of make this like an interior part. I can get rid of some of the snow in here. And then bring it out here again. This is really sounding kind of like it works really well. Probably should bring the snow up. Like I should probably extend that down, but given that this is here, this is going to need to come up a touch. Oh, but that is actually way up there, isn't it? May have to fix that. It still needs to be UV'd, so still have to touch it a little bit one way or another.
Bananas, the Hoosiers.
What did he just say? Okay, that's getting fucking no. That'll do. Is that good? I mean, is it coming through okay? Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know. I guess I could. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I will fuss with it, but not this moment. But I'll change it. I figure people want to be able to see the grid. Maybe not. I don't know, actually, can I? No, because I'd probably have to stop the stream. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I will look into it. Actually, let's go fix that real quick. I like the nook. I want to keep it if I can. Yay! It's fixed. poking through. I guess I can look at it without. That is close, though. Did I still? No, this is actually, yeah, the original map that I'm working on top of. Like these tracks here are in the original spot for the map, and I have all the entities and everything all saved off on another layer. And so until I got really up to this point, you know, I'm kind of, you can see that I've kept the tracks, like I didn't touch any of this. I kind of kept it as close to the original as I could. The idea down here was mostly just making these spawns work with multiple entrances and a lot of just polish of the model work. It wasn't really until I got up to here that some of those spawn work that was also, you know, requested to be fixed was, it made more, the maps needed to change more. And, you know, I tried, because at the end, if I was, you know, if I'm sitting in Valve's point of view, they want it to be in the same, you know, everything. They want minimal amount of changes, and you know, some things you just have to change, and they understand that too. But like this thing here is still falling at the exact same spot that it fell in the original map. I never fixed, like I haven't touched it. Just let it go, because why not? This right next to it is where it will end up being the final spot. So it, you know, the actual size of the map is going to be very similar. The path is going to be identical to very similar. It's just you're getting to some of these spots that's just, I just have to reinvent some of it. If I keep that, I'm not sure which one, because I'm down for making dank memes. Oh, yeah, I haven't quite decided what to do, but yeah, it'll still have to go down a hole. It's the way it works. I apologize. Yeah, I can't do that. But see, here's some of the original. Like those are all sitting in their original spots, and that's like the original tree. Fucking that janky looking thing. These weren't too bad until I, you know, threw that shit on them. But the new ones are made better. The snow's actually made properly, and they've got enough verts now to be vert lit properly, so I don't have to do texture maps on them if I don't need to. Because if it, like all that like stuff down here, I'll probably do texture, like I'll do light maps on, because you're like up on them. But that shit up there, no, that'll be vert lit stuff. I'll switch that to vert, because it'll light just fine, especially since it's like up near the sky. Any sort of like weird shadowing or whatever, ain't nobody gonna be within 50 feet of it. It'll be fine. So Yeah, and then here's the nicer trees. See? It's just smooth. Smooth. Anyways. But yeah, I think I might be close to kind of done. I think I'm going to need to import this into Max to get that building this proper spot. It's just too complex to kind of fuck with. But thank you for coming by. I do appreciate it. I kind of fired it up the stream and kind of forgot about it, to be honest. Thanks for... I guess good thing the audio was still going. Thanks. And Dennis, if you're still there, thanks for coming by again. Yeah, we're gonna go get some food. I haven't eaten. Mostly been just drinking tea and coffee. So, anyways, I'm hungry. Take care. See you guys. Again, thank you. Cheers. Get a snipe real quick. Screenshot for the Twitters. Today's the 3rd already? Holy shit. And let's actually get one from the messy side. Be safe, you guys.